hear the eye loud and clear, my life. Blessed love, pleasant, good evening, good afternoon, or if it's morning, you know what I mean? Want to greet the item in the divine name of His Imperial Majesty, Emperor Haile Selassie I, Empress Menin I. Want welcome in those beautiful and divine name, Holy Emmanuel I, King Selassie I, Jah, Rastafari. One more day above ground, as you know, life is our ultimate position. Nothing no greater than that, no matter what go on. You know what I mean? We're there, said we, you know. And yeah, more have to say manners and respect to everyone that is here with us. And tonight we have a beautiful program set up for the item. Zane, I just hope the item of the patience. Zane to, you know what I mean, be patient and listen to what we have to say tonight. And tonight we have three special guests on the platform here. Zane, we have a virgin inside the studio with Iman tonight, virgin by the name of Nigos Ish.
Right, hi, Nigos Ish. Yes, I.
Same.
I just stars. Trooper. Oh,
yes.
my brother.
Yeah, man, manners and respect. And we also have Empress Kalia Rose. You know, many of
Kalila Rose.
Kalila Rose, beg your pardon.
Blessed.
Yes, my sister. Warm welcome. Good to hear the advice.
Give thanks.
Yes, I. Rastafari. And, you know, no stranger to the platform. We have Warwick Hill. Yeah, we have Warwick Hill on the platform.
Yes, I give thanks, huh? Greetings in the mighty name of His Imperial Majesty, man. You know, see, we give thanks. Yes, I.
Yes, I. Manners and respect. Give thanks. So we have Empress Kalila Rose here with us, and we have Nigos Hesh and Warwick Hill, and we are look on the ongoing thing that's been going within the movement of Rastafari. You know what I mean? We're not going to single it out to any specific mansion or house still, but we are going to touch the current what is happening, and that's why we're here tonight, because we see what took place at Bobo Hill a couple weeks now, going into months, Zane, and we want to voice our opinion and the whole thing, as you can see that ones are concerned about the whole thing, is not something that we go and just leave and just it go and slide and we forget about it couple months. No, not this one, you know what I mean? No. So we're there tonight, and as a Bobo, it's heartbreaking to know these things that take place, at the camp. You see me I say? And for no say we have an honorable empress lose her life like that. We have an honorable priest missing. It's heartbreaking, and we can't make these things rest. We not make them slide. We not no. You see me? And within the whole organ and movement of Rastafari, we see we see what happened to Scotch Pass. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And when you really look at that, that You see, is still a government badness type of attitude with that whole thing there, you know. You see? It is not just some people who don't want to say Rastafari have a place or somewhere where we can come and worship and to be together. It's more than that. You see? It's more than that. Is a deliberate plot against the whole movement. That is what we're seeing, and it's been there ever since. Is nothing new. Zane, and we just have to remind a lot of ones them that you see, open on the eye, because the thing gets sophisticated, more sophisticated right now. So just open with eye, Zane, and don't play no blind eye. But more forget my sister opinion and what took place at Bobo Hill, knowing that it's it's an honorable empress, and not because it's an honorable empress still, you see me, but from a female perspective, would I love to get the eye thoughts, honorable empress.
Greetings, gonna start. Well, I mean, I just felt that it was something that I have to put my effort into in some way, shape, or form to bring awareness of the situation to whether you're Rasta or you're not Rasta, but just to I globally, because it is, to me, I just can't imagine that someplace that is sacred, someplace that is so so sacred, that word should be able to just explain exactly the feelings that I have.
Divine, even, yes.
So divine, it's just completely violated, and it's just a complete violation of the order. It's complete violation of Prince Emmanuel, complete violation of Marcus Garvey, complete violation of His Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie. So that's just something, and I think all of I give thanks for all of I for us to step up and just bring awareness about the situation, especially those who are artists. That's my greatest thing. Those who are in the limelight, or those who are public figures who have used Bobo Shanti and Rastafari and Nyabingi as it's not just a costume, but they use it as a shelter, a covering, and they're not really representing and standing up. So that is my perspective. That needs to be happening more.
I agree, that's 100% true.
Yeah, I just really moderate still. It's not like say boy may I control the program. I mean, one's free for me understand what Kalia say, and that is important as an artist. You know what I mean? And me know it's not just because the eye is an artist why the eye advise your opinion or make your opinion known. You know what I mean? But just being a good human being or a good person. You know what I mean? If you say, boy, Jano, this is heartbroken, man. How can I not say anything about Wagwan? I may have a voice. It's not like, say, boy, I'm dumb.
Is it?
But I'm sure the level of suppression of Rasta, local Rasta in Jamaica under these days. Because again, we can't overlook that. You see, we have to call it's a historic thing, particularly with this government here. See, them say anytime we mention them facts, them say we fight politics. See, but particularly with this government here, it have a reputation, a historic reputation of intent and destroying Rastafari. See, it's a capitalist government.
Only by history. Sorry for cutting in, brother, because You know, say I just have a book here upon the decks. Philosophies and Opinions of Marcus Garvey. I remember reading this book when I was around 18, you know, and it quite interesting to see how today, as a movement, as a family, Rastafari, you know, as a whole, we don't grasp and gravitate to even a fraction of the knowledge that's inside this book, you know, because when we see what's going on now in Bobo Hill and even as a Bingi youth, I feel offended. Enough brethren and I have from Bobo Hill and then forward the I house and we reason, we burn chalice and we reason Rastafari and biblically and iritically and upon all of these heights. You see me? So how is it that now the group that would be our security force within Rastafari, because them man ya, we are little youth, them man used to walk with the flag and wave the flag and burn the most fire up our roadside, you know. Till certain people afraid of them, so you say, them a madman, because them man they just militant and stay sound burn and just burn and no joke thing. So, no, the militancy there, no.
Let me answer that, Mr. General.
Yes,
What you say?
yeah.
Here what go on. You see, in the beginning, when His Majesty come to Jamaica and reason with the man them diplomatically, the man them never full stand what His Majesty said to the extent of His Majesty direct them. And them still go falter along the way when them create this division, faction in our Rasta. You see, now we have to live with that. We accept that. We get acclimatized to that. We get a part of it now. Bingi, Bobo, 12 tribe and so on. You get what I say? But in a recent time now, more go and go so now and come with some information and resurrect another move, another fever towards Rastafari.
Okay.
See? Now some youth see the power where the cause, watch out, power corrupt. Absolutely. Absolute power corrupt. Might say that should have might been the reverse. But anyway, the man them see the power where you have now as a black youth, a Rastafari, with a overdose of self-confidence and self-esteem. Since the man them just start burn unconditionally, because when I time the man them burn all Martin my plan. See, it's not a joke thing, but that's how we are.
The fire reach certain places. Capitan would have said the fire impartial.
You see what happened now, my general? The man them still have the overinflated ego there where them gone one side and now gone farm. You have Bobo, you have Naya Bingi, you have 12 tribe, now you have David House, and you have Judgment Yard, you have another one when you hear what I say? Millennium Council, and you have more come.
Wait, the Millennium Council there?
What I say, my general? You see, all of them faction where in a Rastafari and never where His Majesty instruct the man them to do higher. See? Anyway, if you answer your last question now, you see, the reason why the soldier them not up there is because the immediate max food, we can face the facts. The immediate max food and the opportunities to get a bus in a Babylon and start bring girl go to work up a Judgment Yard. They're really up a Bobo Hill. That they're behind Sizzler, it they're behind Fantan Moja, it they're behind Capitan and all of them man there where are halfway Rasta. Cause I man do this but we over 30 years now and I man still not learn the half. So with them to start do it yesterday and pick up the authority where them pick up on themselves and rip the thing asunder the way how them attempt to do it, because me always say for one Rasta man left, Rasta not dead, can't dead. So when the whole of them a flip up and go on them step, a wheat and tears time now, you know.
Well, you see it, King, at the eye say, you know, as a youth, you know, I look upon it as a holistic reality. Because in the forward of life, you know, even when you look forward into every other community, our family which is out there, the Islam, the Sikh, the Hindu, the Jews, you know, the Chinese and Japanese in differentiation. Within each community, you have to have your different fractions of the body we make the goodie one. You see me I deal with, so even though we might find ourselves in our one way, say, all right, we are forward and pre the Bible that we are going to pre, you know, the order of Melchizedek, or we are going to pre Ma'at and study that way there. One thing I say to I just stars, just the I when we are trying in the studio. I say I just stars, you know, say in a 8 year from now, I'm gonna make 100 years since the coronation of His Imperial Majesty. That is a century. That's the time frame it take for make a nation properly become a nation. But I don't think as a whole, as a community, we realize that we are not just a group of people in Jamaica anymore. No. When in 2012 my bingy agent from Birmingham in England here is gonna show me a video of 2,000 people in a country in South America, and none of them no look like we from Jamaica when you talk about skin color and hair and eye color. 2,000 families strong in a Nyabingi house, a chant Nyabingi jump. I mean, I have to look on the elder and say, what wait? We don't have this at Jamaica. We don't have one place at Jamaica we stay like this right now where a 2,000 strong head bingy house where, and every bingy house will have is like a little fraction where they for 3 days, and then after that everybody disappeared. As the king said earlier, you know, Leonard Howell build Pinnacle, then Babylon and everybody go lick it down. What the sister we fight defend Pinnacle, the little teacher sister, I'll take she have to take care of herself and her family, her husband, and pick them because them are threatening to kill her. So me I say, so hold on there. How is a little woman where I teach the pick them in a school, if you write the letter for some people know say they can't trouble Pinnacle, and some man they say they have this and that and Batman and that, but them not do nothing. So me agree with you on that point there. You know, we are go bad and both say that we say if you do some things. Because His Imperial Majesty say organize, centralize, mobilize. So we have to centralize that.
The thing do it after ego and in pursuit of them own personal power.
Yeah, it's not a good look forward. It's not a good look forward, you know?
Just organize and every man a split further and a draw further and a coming out of it. Let me tell you something now, you see, at them little way, the devil work.
Mm-hmm.
Why a man would want to come and bring in devil strategy in our thing now and then? Sizzler the lead of the buck for Naya Bingi. Grab the most important items them and say, I be a corruption a go on in there. Are you are the corruption? Are you are the leader for the corruption, Rasta? Oh, you come out and spread your display. You did have, come like say you did have a ulterior motive all along. It not sound fair. A manager of a business, that you run a business, you have management. See? And when you look at business running a bankruptcy, and you go walk away and blame the employer them with up on the floor where I work on a stock shelf, I say them cause it, and feel that it goes to show you the level of intelligence with them attribute to I and I out here as Rastafari.
Mm-hmm. No,
I
got you,
I
sister.
over that, but in addition to, there are so many of I. There are so many Rastas, Rasta artists, Rasta who are in popular culture, who use the R banner, who say they are Bobo Shanti, who say they are Nyabingi, who say they are 12 Tribe. And I don't hear anything about this. I don't hear anything from any of them. I understand the responsibility that Kalunji has picked up, but Kalunji is not the only Rastafari Bobo Shanti out there that can't have a voice.
Him have the biggest platform and the quickest access to Parliament. We have seen that. We have seen that. He has assumed the position of president.
Well,
he has assumed responsibility. He's got a job to do.
Well, we are going to say then, Rasta, because I forgot to try defend this for that different angle then, because what we are looking at is this now. Seeing me have a firm issue. See, me have a firm issue. As a youth, me born in this place where they call England, is it? And I grew in a Jamaica. See? And as a youth, I grew and the whole of that ancient them would have say, look to Africa for the ancient knowledge. See? So you find say we go to the world and go find ancient knowledge. I as a youth in a 2002, 2003, me forward in a places like Trenchtown and some little youth who so run around the place and all the little ghetto youth them with up on the corner and some place. In some little youth where would have find so then call themselves for Kabaka and certain name you know, yeah? Would I circle them place at them time there. See? And would I teach about that thing when name Kemet. And I say, yo, over there so, a few thing, black people thing. You know, if you go find my art and book. And now you find the elder them vex with the youth them we take up this thing when they Kemet and I burn them out and I say this and that. So you see, segregation is a very terrible judgment, but it don't go one direction, Rasta. It's a 360 degree we have to look on this thing that. Because the ancient then can't look at the youth them and say go find the ancient knowledge. And when the youth then go find the ancient knowledge, they let them go burn up the youth them and not support them. Because let me tell you what's going on in the world right now. Every single week, in every city, in this Western hemisphere, England, America, guarantee some club, somewhere, 1,000 people pack up in there and dance to reggae dancehall. Yeah? And you know where the money I go? The big drinks them, the alcoholic cup, the do it from security. See, the musicians them where make music, they not see their money there, you know. I mean, I thought billions and millions every weekend, you know. We are say we poor, and we can achieve certain things. So it's very big.
But it's a conversation on a different level, you know, because a consequence we are look towards for our leaders that when they're responsible for where money come from. Them richer than them was when them just start. Far richer. So we don't want to hear about the big millions where white eat, but then they eat long time with themselves and things to eat. Our youth them eat sufficient for make representation in terms of status quo, in terms of, you know, populace. Come on, we're not business, we're not going to
if the effect what we have on the world may deal with Rasta.
We're not champion for them to get more
no,
right now we are getting representation for Sister Sharon.
Yes.
Where we get disrespect and left it out in the cold of power. No, show out in the cold. And the man them still down there. And now ask, come on, what can happen to you if you look at Madam Prime Minister wife and say, come on, mommy, say something about this. If you look at Babsy Green and say, you have to say something. It don't look good. Rasta got you too much.
Yes, sir.
And this is happening at present day, right? But we're going to bring them logic to the people, regardless of what stance. Them have to watch RASTAFARI. Listen, Rasta. You say, a Rasta come before everything, you know. A boy with a mic and a pretty dress and a big chat.
Mm-hmm.
Now come before RASTAFARI, you know.
Thank you.
Rastafari more powerful than communism and democracy. It has proven it not have the resource with them have this world now and to reggae singer. You know see it and see it here today. We can't there gaze and make like a starlight. You know that Rasta. Now my regime them thing that I'm too man, I know the possibility. I know what can be done. And I know what's not being done, Rasta. I guess I assume. You see?
We bring the thing together, Rasta. It's too much segregation, too much ego fighting. Is it? And because of that now, we don't have a common ground where everyone work towards.
That's why no soldier no up a Bobo Hill no more, because all of the young youth them are run behind another man where I say him is a different entity from everybody else. And what happened now? No man consider the weak, which is
True.
the core principle of Rastafari.
True.
How it got to be?
A reality, my lord.
Sickness be cared for, hunger be fed, and the elders, you know?
Yeah, man, be protected, you know.
Sick be
It's
nourished.
the core principle. You know, see, and when them things that happen to a Rasta woman and Rasta, every day at Jamaica right now, me I want it man out of Bold Bay. Remember me tell you that. Yeah, and I feel like a girl to man there. Me live that. And second nature as a matter of fact, you know. Man, I know what can be done, I know what not happen, I know what, because of politics, I'm more loyal to in political affiliation than I don't want to bring a scandal upon them and them things. So
okay.
Complicit and to protect them virtue. Whenever see nothing like this, I know now look the politics virtue. A Rasta comes stand up for politician and give them virtue. While the elder empress. While that happen to me, no matter how much money me have or how much me starve, Rastafari have to receive me in a bosom next to him. Whether Babylon or the boy them will do it. Catch me. You see? And this is another joke thing. My people them know me. Rockford, why can't know me? Them know say
Yes, Bobo.
Yes, I.
You want to say something?
No, what I gonna say. You see, to every great leader where we have in the past, they'd say one thing very, 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 very specific. Then say the lack of education is the downfall of the nation in a very short term. We don't educate ourselves to know how to elevate as a community. I'm upset. I'm upset to hear what is going on. Yet at the same time, we are not moving as an educated community. We're not moving as if we're all moving in one accord with one knowledge. Is it? Because like you say, Starlight and Fancy Life and some people jump on a bandwagon and ism schism and them don't really see His Imperial Majesty. No time at all. But them are going to say Rasta. It's a very funny thing because that youth that born Tafari Makonnen and true information and knowledge and activity within community in grandfather bring him up to name Rastafari and make him a govern a certain segment of Ethiopia by a certain age. So you see, rites of passage and initiation, something which is missing in the Western family entirely. We do not have an initiation system. We bring the youth them into the man stage for make them know say your picnic day is done. All of them fool faffing about there and them thing they done. You're man now. That's how you need to move now. This is the spiritual part where you need to work. The whole of them thing they're missing. Because when we there in England now and we talk to certain ancient now and certain big man now and say, so how come you not got a bingy and Bobo? And they say, boy, I'm not join no community and no group and no rear, no bandwagon and no rear, just the king me say and I just this the thing there. And I say, okay, but then you find say, film youth them now go forward and say Rasta, you know. That this thing is deep. What I go with this history, I tell you, is a very big topic and it deeper than just what happened with she and what go on in a Bobo Hill. Within the community itself, we need a lot of healing and we need a lot of focus and bringing together. That's how we're gonna solve this issue. We can't solve this issue no other way. Tackling one person and one little group is not going to fix this issue. As a community, we as a community have to put up an answer and say, are we our family or are just some joke thing with the pan as a whole? Are we going to move together as one family and do what need to be done? Because if we see each other as a family, then we can't see the sister they pan the dirty this and help her. But so long as everybody just in them own house and not worry about the bills and what go on with feed them picnic and feed them liquor one, and then we not go care about nobody else. You see me? And at this we reach and know it's like nobody not care about nobody else again, understand? And no, it's not good. It's not good. We really need to put in something to bring Rastafari together, you know? Yeah man, we got choking. What you say to me that?
Oh, go on, sir.
Nah, yeah, alright. I don't know if you hear me still.
You can hear me there now?
My lord. Yeah, me don't know. Me just hear a playback in the background a while ago. Me don't know if Sister Kalia still on the line? Oh, me hear about. Why me hear about that? Hold on. Warwick, something serious. Something serious about.
No, I mean turn on my fair ear to my speaker, so here we go on, you know. Here one there on mute. You mute me. Okay. Unmute. I just start.
Okay. Yes, I beg your pardon, honorable family. Yeah. Yeah, best love.
Yes, sir.
My lord, Rastafari. Okay. Alright, I see what they're going, you know. Give thanks to my lord to that clear up there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, Kalia drop off of the thing. Seeing.
Yeah, she more here too, you know, because more you don't know. Just will come back still.
Yeah. Alright, is something where is a serious thing when you check it, you know. The history alone, you know, just the history alone of the movement of Rastafari, seeing, and the whole political side of Jamaica, seeing. We know the whole history, or some of it. We probably don't know all of it, but probably together, you know, we can make sense out of the history. You see me I say? And know your name could have go repeat the same, not even say repeat, but what happened before. You see me I say? Even though, yeah, we want to get along, so it would appears, Zid, but you're not going you're not going compromise. You're not going to compromise your thing just to please or appease you, because we are the one that have gone under suppression, oppression. You see me I say, from you. Is nothing, you never got through nothing from we never put you through nothing. The only thing we probably would have put you upon is your toes.
So you have a duty for proof to we. I know we have a duty for proof to you.
You see?
Straight.
We only put you on your toes. So you see say now, alright, them people here, there is something about them and there is something good and positive. So you want to mash up that whole organization. You want to mash up that whole settings.
So far, the only criminality them have found, you know, a ganja and a rasta.
But that is still, alright, me overs way I say, but it's still not no criminality. You see me I say?
And them I make the food I fight now.
You see me? And them they at the table I talk about ganja trading and all of these things. They are the ones. You see me I say? It's not the Rasta who them see they smoke this thing and them I say, boy, Rasta them mad and whole heap of thing and You see me I say?
No. We have to deal with this ganja thing on a level. Dada.
No, me no want stray the conversation because I'm ganja we are talking about.
No,
so
you
no
they are
really,
prison feed. See me, we as Rasta they are prison feed. No for we go through chastisement and things for this thing when you in ganja, you
the
know.
point where me at boy me want to make though, my lord. I pray the point where me want to make is because of the history where them say, alright, dead or alive, you have any man with locks and things, any man who are Rasta, bring him in. You see me I say? Them orders there who did go out there.
Yes, sir.
Zin? So how on earth now? How on earth now? Alright. If things change then, Zin, and we are trying to say, boy, alright, you know, we flexible then a little bit then. You know? We flexible if that is what you want to call it, a little bit. See? Then we can deal with you upon a level. See? We can deal with you upon a level. So as the I did rightly say, Zane, how is it that a one wouldn't even say, why, you know, honorable so and so, you know, this situation, you know, this thing happen out of our yard, I'm a father yard. So, I don't know, and is a honorable empress. The I must, you know, as well the I said, somebody must, you know, could have said, why, yo, amplify this thing.
Yes, Rasta.
You see me? Because how on earth we see all sort of other, yo, me not say these things no matter, you know, because it's someone daughter that too, you know. You see me I say? But at the same justice, you know what I mean? At the same thing we have to say.
From prospective politician, if you don't mind, chap that empress, teach some of them politicians there and put them in the put them female politicians they may talk to. You see? If you don't mind, chap something to do with some of them. Because remember, you know, she was a teacher, innit?
Yeah, man.
You know, see, how much youth pass through fear and Rasta.
My lord. You see me?
How much youth?
Dada, we do not protect the leaders of our community. We leave them to be exposed and chastised, and we as a community do not protect them. This is what I mean. We have to have our hands up as a oneness in order to solve this issue. Yeah, man. This is the thing, man.
Yes, Rasta.
Yeah, man, because yo, it hurt my heart, you know. Me still try, you know, process in my mind. So what are they? You mean to tell me say this history is a sacred place where I as a youth would have passed from Marant Bay for God kicks that every other day. And when you look up on them hills and you say red, gold and green, you know, and know say, yeah man, up there's a Prince Emmanuel there, you know. Sabbath. You see me I say if I'm not bad for on a desk, you know. You see me? So tradition, spiritually for we is a very sacred place, you know, it's a holy place where it's like reverence is a thing, you know, true. I don't know what kind of mentality really, because we can put it down to a number of things we make the man them grow and pre-life a certain way and behave in a certain manner. You see me I say? Because how is it possible Marcus Garvey get deported from America and he get sell out for, what didn't sell out Marcus Garvey for? Rice, flour, sugar? A man will make
a metaphor them the man. A metaphor them the but we don't see a metaphor that.
Yeah.
It just means hungry belly people say.
Hungry belly.
But it's vote for another party because the party they
but
can't
it's impossible, Rasta.
But
breadfruit sell for England.
But are the hungry belly people them really did have vote for Marcus?
Alright. So what is the mentality? Well, cause a man and evil could only be the mentality that and evil therefore because we need to make the reverence firmer. Is me I deal with and that's why it there. It's like we forget about the spirituality in this thing, Rastafari. Cause me sure say Bingi still play in a Bobo Hill. So no segregation can exist. The segregation is only within the community we segregated ourselves. But we need to realize that every house we have is important because there is a school and a lesson to bring the worldness together. Or we have a Ethiopian World Federation and we don't speak Amharic fluently within the whole community. And the whole of we not reach back to Shashamani at least once. The whole community not reach back to Shashamani at least once. We not pull together. Like, the drive to make sure say every single one away go see that land there and go see that place that I know say yeah man we know we Amharic and know if we pray no seriousness. We need it's like a man wear a title and it's just a title for show off and bossy. It's not the world I look upon we not be about what the world I look upon. I talk about what we represent as a community, as oneness. We take a name for a reason. Why do we take the name? Is it for hold a mask over your face and pretend like say this the thing that just for get through certain door and make certain things go on for you, and then when the realness happen now, you don't want to talk about that, you don't want to deal with that, you don't want to focus on that. No, that's why we don't move forward. Because too much wolf in a sheep in it, wolf in a sheep clothing. Too much. And the real warrior them and the real ancient and real spiritual one them when we are reason, when we are talk up, we are get knocked down and we are get shut down and it a get cut off, and so the energy now get to flow in the community and the youth them a see that. Cause remember I be able to live where them learn, and them see where them with them and where them see them learn, where them hear them learn and them repeat everything what them see and hear. So when we as a community behave a certain way within we feel ourselves, then be able to see that them not going to be able to behave the same way with we. We really need to start love each other a lot more than we love each other, Rasta. We can't go around the thing. We have to start love each other a lot more and stop make excuse for doing work together and doing pull together and I make them fraction I make the thing chop and I look like some religious thing with the pan. This is a nation where I build Rastafari. A family, a very big family, and we worldwide from Hawaii to Japan. We wrap the Ethiopia flag around the world. No Ethiopian couldn't do that. And Jamaicans do that, Rasta. And we wrap the Ethiopia flag around the world. Greatness. That's how great we are when we pull together. But we don't do it one man by himself. It's all we do it, that. Not just the Bob Marley and the Peter Tosh and the Bunny Wailer and Lucia. No. That the little man them over there so to where I push the handcart and I sell the cane, and the man in the hills, And the same little teacher sister in here. Every day she gotta work and I teach the people them pick me, knowledge. To make their mind straight in the world and she go give them little knowledge where the system now go on them for have, but she go make sure say them have it. And we doing things that she more important than the man with the on the stage and that one bag of foolishness. She's very important. She's one of the most important members of the community. But what do we glorify? Do we glorify money and hype and vanity like the rest of the world? Because His Imperial Majesty don't glorify them things there. Man say study the sciences and the higher sciences and advance the nation. And me no see no study in the community of Rastafari. I just be a chastise and hold down and chastise and cuss and burn up and burn and when the time for all a reason and a conversation a war. And a cuss and bad up and use that original man and some foolish arguments.
Alright, so in my opinion, Rastafari, like they always say. You have the Empress there?
No, she not there.
You have communism, you have democracy, you have Rastafari. Yeah, right, So, you see You see, the thing about Rastafari is a body of rules, regulations, standards, principle, cultural observation were already set in a stone. You see, right now, I don't want to draw the conversation, I don't want to draw my share of the talk too.
Reason,
But
Rasta, reason, yes,
you see, one time, I man sell a white man something, to make a long story short. Sell a white man something, and by the law over here, you move with the thing and carry it down for your location and thing like that. Yeah, the liability a year old. You get what I say? It was bought as seen. Seen? Sold as seen. Seen, so when the white man reach home with them thing now and in the day, I'm observe certain things not acceptable to him. Everything right, but might not acceptable to the level of him expectation. Him phone me back, and the thing when him phone back, he must say, yo, this not right, I bring back this some more. And see me, never did I look about that money there at that time. See, that's when I look upon them and tell them, say, yo, I sold that soul as seen, you don't know the roads. See, if you never pick up on that before you move it, boy, you see, that's when I say, yo, you're a Rasta man, What kind of argument that you stand on? I feel him law, I feel him land. Me a stand on, Now, him a come out and see himself and I tell me, say, yo, I want to. Well, the lawyer, when you concern the lawyer, they exist. So the point of me I try to make is, when we think we don't know ourselves, the world know we and what we stand for and supposed to stand for.
Truly.
See, so you see, the issue of Rastafari being effective and operational is what it is, and there is no two way about it. It's very successful and continue. But it's the core of the discipline is faltering because the core now of the discipline get exposed to, which is Jamaica. The core get exposed to the hustle.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things what we don't realize as black people, I touch upon a few things, but one of the things what we don't realize as black people is that, you see, the black struggle has become a multi-million-dollar industry. That no black people don't realize. Now you see our leader, them are the one we get pick up on this, because them all tell them all hint them first. You can have a food there, so you can eat a food there. So this a year when nobody now have to know between me and you look good. See, and a man fall himself under the control of greed. Because greed is a science that control you by itself, or like a spirit differently. See, so the distortion now and the selfishness, the self-absorption and the corruption now blow up some guy ego, make them feel like, so well then, them have a cause or them themselves bigger than Rastafari are more important than the Rastafari cause and structure itself.
Truly.
See?
Yes, I.
So, and them think that we are battle with, but here we Rastafari do them now. Babylon, they don't create a more destruction. And I feel that is this. You see the internet here? The double-headed sword pandemic.
What I beast?
More than wicked.
Hey.
You see?
That's interpret, yeah. Rasta.
Yeah, man.
Hey, they don't know about the matrix, 52 years of age and growing older. And it reveal many things, Then say what was hidden in the darkness shall reveal in the light, And yeah, as much as the system use it to try and manipulate the world. It also goes against the system too, because enough things get exposed and enough politics get shift up in the world. So
money and opportunity, man.
It's a very serious
We're not
point.
fighting for that.
Yeah.
We're not fighting for them.
No.
You know, see, money come and money go. Wait. I want to tell you, some of the most uncomfortable time in my life are when I have too much money.
Dada, I tell you the truth, yeah. I have a cousin who sent me an article one day upon the Facebook Messenger, and it's like, he's an elder in London talking in one interview, and like the man begs the man. I say, what happened, cousin? I say, yo, they talk them thing and I say, what go on? When we go read the thing now, it's like our alphabet something, and the letter was R, and the B do the something, she choose Rastafari, so she go talk to a couple people, and what interesting, she said for the 3 people where she got talk to, 2 people, the first man, feel level of ignorance, she said, well, why, if him represent Rastafari, this is a very hard place to go find knowledge. The second, somebody where she got talk to, him zeal so powerful, say, him don't know if he deal with her, she don't walk away out of the conversation, because it's like be a fireball start take her again. And the next man now, film things set away where, very popular location and such, and the man go make a talk and say, food, it no matter what you eat, and and I say, boy. No, the outside world, young people, it difficult to know, because me as a youth, me do teaching in England here myself. See, enough times at the youth them where them are going to get kicked out of school, and we catch them and make sure them finish them education. And them youth them work with in England, yeah. So I work with the school youth them, yeah. So we know how difficult it is to work with youths, and especially youth who have difficulties at home. Them handwriting, you can see the difference between who have problems at home and who have a very decent upbringing and them just bad. See, you can see it in them writing, Rasta. Your personality is a thing where it expresses itself in many ways. The human nature is very creative. But you see, within reasoning, for a very long time, the only thing them youth know about out of we realistically is Bob Marley, Them no really know the rest of the man them. Them no really know them, so wherever ego say the world know we and the world no really, The world no really know we, I just feel we community know we and who we, and when we say feel we come, I thought Jamaicans and the Caribbean and the people who love we like that will pay attention. But you see, if you come outside that little circle there, because 7.7 billion people in the world. So, you see, if we even touch 1 billion people in the world with the level of influence what we have, we still have 6.8 billion people where we not touch. So, it's not that big an influence, So, that's the problem with this ego thing what we have now. If we say, we think so massive, so when we talk, so the whole world listen to what we are saying. Everybody pay attention and we influence the world. Not so easy. No, not so it go. There is stages. We talk something today within 1 month, now it echo within a year from now, the echo get bigger, and then 5 years up the road, if you see it reach maximum. Time is a very powerful thing where you can't shift around no matter how divine you face it.
You're talking as a black man or you're talking as a Rasta?
I talk we as Jamaicans, where Rastafari come from, we. His Imperial Majesty born in Ethiopia, nobody in Ethiopia knows say Rastafari. How we Jamaicans say Rastafari, make the world say Rastafari. So when I talk about is we as Jamaicans, Rastafari. We as Jamaicans.
When it comes to England and the rest of the world now, in terms of numbers, yeah? There's some more Jamaican there than African.
In a way, England,
in
the early days, before me born, definitely.
Yeah, but not no.
No way.
Yeah, about India? What about India?
Them there before
From
we.
India. What about Indian from India? If you
Them
say
there
Jamaican,
before we. My great grandparents they will come up here and Windrush tell me say the Indian them give we place for live cause the white man wouldn't make way give we no room.
They're way more than them.
No way. They're more than we around here, sir.
Essentially, like we are the less. We in terms of my immigrant and thing like that.
Thank you.
We are the less. We are one of the smallest in terms of numbers and population. No. You ever hear no white man attack in a nobody accent?
Yeah.
The immigrant accent to live here.
What you mean? White man attacking an immigrant? Oh, you mean like how they mimic Jamaican so much and Caribbean?
I know you call it mimic. I know mimic.
They love me like cook food. They love me like cook food. No, Dada. The world love me, you know.
And the music, the culture, the art, it's like, you notice when you come to England and you bring anything from Jamaica, fruits or goods or anything like that, you don't get no hassle. Where you here, so you have to pay for that, you're not supposed to bring that shit to and them sort of something there.
Yeah, man, we clean. Come on, right?
All right, we have not going on why that is so. But what I try to show you, what I try to point out still in regards to what I said earlier about our effectiveness and things like that. I say is that to my knowledge, you know. I don't know if you have agree with me then and the first maybe I say it with so much restriction or restraint because the way you just said, you know. To my knowledge, Muda suspect Jamaican culture is like the second culture of Britain.
Would that be the second culture
my
within
observation,
Britain?
you know what I say? I not say this with authority, I just say it with just from my personal observation.
Yes.
I not see them absorb, I not see Britain absorb no other culture like it does Jamaican culture.
Naturally. Yeah. And
so when you say when you question with effectiveness or compare, you know, when it are diminish our effectiveness worldwide, again, basically we are from an English.
No, Dada, I know why you misinterpret when I say diminish. I say how ego over big, it bigger than the perspective. Me there Turkey, 2019, myself, yeah? And I'll be a Russian and German over there. And when them see me, then say, Bob Marley, One Love, Three Little Bird. I didn't hear Sizzla, Capitan, Bushman, Luciano, Damian Marley, Steve. I didn't hear nobody else name. I know them talk about Bob Marley, Rasta. No. So hold on, beg you don't interrupt me, please. I pray. What me I say is, I know Bob Marley them talk about. So yeah. We have an influence. This is true. When a little guy like Justin Bieber go link up with Phil Cowan, you know, from England, you know, Ed Sheeran, and them do a dancehall tune, and the top of the billboard for much weeks, and we don't make no money after that. Yeah, man, we have a big influence because none of we tune them can do that. No tune where we do at Jamaica can do that. Where them for them tune the pan for music. Yeah, man. Make the ego go and big a little more. Because the evidence in front of you, you know. It's not what me I say, you know, what me see for myself and experience, Rasta. Oh, in 2019, the only name them I call up a Bob Marley in some place in the world. Yes, some man a tour and go over there and some guy know them, but in a holistic level, the numbers where we really want to talk about when you say household name. When some man fi say, yeah man, them a call reggae artist household name. We fi pass Bob Marley long time. No disrespect to the great ancient king, rest in peace, to the legend. What me I said now, 30 odd, 40 odd years, 50 odd years after him gone, Rasta. Cause nearly 40 years after him gone now, you know. For real, 41 years like that. It don't make no sense. What me I say is we don't actually progress as a community because we as a community within Rastafari and outside of Rastafari, because enough people outside of Rastafari follow we. So we can't just start to Rasta like or just Rasta we are deal with. We have to really deal with we as one community, even though one them want to identify, but them still depend on what we have. Enough man out they don't dread up, you know, but they say Rasta. Enough man have dreadlocks and them not depend no Rasta wave. They don't have dreadlocks. But fashion dread them. Some little Wayne and some guy. You know, them weird dreadlocks and them parade this lifestyle with them rich off and hip hop and foolishness, you know, and gangster life, you know. But them not deal with Rasta, but them have we image. Cause we say I feel we image that. So again, the ego. We have to overstand, say, when we allow we ego for override, we common sense, this is when we lose track of the true value and who we truly are. Our true identity is spiritual beings having a physical experience. Meaning, so we're on a spiritual journey. So none of them physical something you know for bother we no time at all. But it's rather unfortunate. Say, every man want to drive Mercedes Benz and have nice palace and all of these things, and when I go said no, you know, if you have a nice house and nice car. But at the same time, if everybody drive nice house and have nice car and all of these things, then how comes a Mercedes Benz have the whole of the body and if we come with this thing back down. But if we school there, I just highly Selassie High School, I know if you have a Jamaica. Where I tell me say we have a community in England, and we not have a Rasta school in England, we not have a Rasta school in New York. What are they? Really? Are we having a conversation about Rastafari being a family and a movement and coming together? Then how it start if it's not education? Or we can't even come to that level of moving together. That's why it's possible for the sister African get mashed up in the place where she know if get mashed up. It's disgusting because we too segregated and we don't visit simple little things like that as things what should have been done and we should be doing, because we at the time now when them have all Bitcoin and NFT and virtual world and Guan, and we still can't put ourselves a little community school in a every part of the world where we definitely show the world how powerful we is as a nation and a oneness. A man can see the king for himself, you know, but once you see the king for yourself, you know, the king and the queen, you know, you have to then look within yourself and see the man next to you and the woman next to you. It's I and I. It's not just I, you know. It's I and I. So the next eye no matter no more. This so ego cut off the next eye. So that's one ID with one eye thing and yeah man, that does me. Yeah man, forget me the business about nobody else. Yeah man, that does me and my also. That we need to break that. We need to, and it's a man have to go within himself and break that, because what going on, you know, it is not good. It's not good because from Prince Emmanuel Jordan, we don't really get a ceremony if you say, well, this is the next high priest of Bobo Hill and now the other move forward. And it's not celebrated. We don't see the whole of the artists them trading and the whole Rastafari family forwarding and crown the next, you know, high priest for the Bobo Hill. It's like, oh yeah, alright, yeah man, okay, yeah, never mind, I just saw it go.
Interesting point you raise, you know. Very interesting point you raise. And why it is interesting to I, because, you know, the eye outlook of the thing. You see me, I say? Yeah, how you view the thing. You see me? Appointing, you say someone else should be appointed and all us that seat there.
Yes, I.
Interesting view. What more I like to say, if they of them could like the video, Zane, we are going there for another 56 minutes. Zane, to be honest. Yeah. So we want to open up the line and take some call. Warwick, are you still there with me?
Yeah.
Okay, you're there. Yeah. So I said the people them say we want to open up the line still. The number there on the screen. Zane, feel free if they are them want to call in. You see me I say? But we are gonna continue reasoning. Alright. For a little bit still, you know what I mean? Because you don't know we have to move. You see me I say? Yeah, if time permits still, But yeah, the number is 07852923892. The number is on the item screen. The item can link with on the WhatsApp. Alright. I don't know. The thing kinda title away still. Zane, but it's a broad scope of what we are dealing with, Rastafari, the community. Yeah, a whole heap of things. One can say, yeah, man does attack and thing, but the reality is, if we don't talk, how certain people go and hear, and if they them don't make certain comments to certain way, how the people am going to know certain things, because they make some serious comment in the chat room. We are say everything we are going. Probably true when I read out everything, but more of a large up everyone were there with we. Manners and respect. The line open. Them can call we in. Zane, we're there upon the WhatsApp 07852923892. Yeah, upon a broader scale, all the them say the thing. Rastafari within its entirety, as a family. You see me? Yeah, because anything happen over Nyabingi, our thing to said we. Anything my 12 tribe, our thing to said we. Rastafari, they must say. Now that they must say. Yeah. Once they must say Rastafari, then yeah, Rastafari. We're not, drawing a wire fence. No, cause Rastafari them say. So we are let them in. And I see even say boy we are gonna let them in. Kalia Rose is waiting for come in, Empress. Yes sir. Honorable Empress. Yeah. So as we have said, the line open. You see me? And the them can call him, but this is a family thing. You see me? It's a family thing. It's a universal thing. It's not. It's not a Ija Star thing. It's not a Warka ill thing. It's not. Negos ish thing, or Empress, Kalia Rose thing, it's Rastafari, Empress Menin, that are the thing, you see me? Everything else, fall into place, Yeah. Alright,
we have a caller forward. Yes,
yeah.
sir. We're on there.
Hold on, my lord.
Praises.
Blessed love.
Blessed Lord.
Yes, King.
No, greetings and salutations, Majesty.
My Lord.
Majesty.
Honorable.
Yeah, Prophet Brian here,
Blessed love,
otherwise
Prophet
known
Brian.
as Rasta,
Yes, my King.
Black Star Movement Association, back to Africa with a practical approach.
Yes, sir.
And also affiliated with the EABIC, Ethiopia Africa Black International Congress.
My Lord.
Blessed.
Yes, Majesty.
Bobo.
Akwaba. Welcome.
So yes, listening to reasoning and give thanks to all the Hydrin them, on the I Just Start channel chat group said we are participating, and the words on them with the item mention all is pertinent, in my opinion, in regards to the community, the ego within Rasta. I've seen and witnessed and
experienced myself throughout the years as a Bobo Shanti Rastafari faithful same way. And a one that's traveled to Africa on more than one occasion. I see it in Africa as well, even with ones that have migrated Ethiopia, Ghana, Uganda, etc. And even with reason with other ones across Africa. And the outcry is there. Regents in Kenya, within the Bobo Shanti, South Africa, Nyabingi, and it's the same outcry, my lord. There's some evil entity that is in the earth, which we all know as Rastaka. We burn the Pope and we burn Rome. But while we make these word sounds, in my opinion, the reality of it need to be highlighted more. This struggle that we have between good and evil entities in this third dimension here. And it's a real force, not just a music thing and bonfire thing. The evil is real.
Yeah, man.
See how His Imperial Majesty and the power of the good is real. And it's called upon I and I to be that force of good within the earth, black brothers and sisters. And education is good, but it needs to be defined in the sense of the type of education. And that is an issue as well, because we know so the Babylon school thing I do much for it. Turn up for we in a fool or educated fool same way and various things. We need the spiritual education and along with the secular practical education, especially in the lines of the economical development, practical skills and these things. Engineer, electrician, all those things, faculty we need to build ourselves as a nation. These are the things I find is lacking and being replaced with the long-standing arguing over if Haile Selassie is the Almighty God and you turn it that way there and you turn it that way there and be a look at religious reasoning and there's no pin.
No, yeah.
We can't even agree if we disagree. Me see it, you don't see it just so we still say Rastafari. I'm going to move forward because for your picnic if you eat a morning and for your picnic if you eat in Niger Rising. Not true, Dada. So how come we can't get past this argument for nearly 60 odd years? How come for generation after generation we still have
it's because it is too much wildfire. It is not an organized strategic fire. That is why the fire is not effective. It just become a word sound, pass by bonfire, entertainment, music thing. But it's not a practical fire. It's not the fire where I cook with pot, and not the fire where I split, and the fire where I give electricity. It's a wild, forward, empty fire. And in some of those cases, it use against itself. An outwardly lame thing towards, like me say, a fight over religion thing, God thing, and the fundamental construct of Rastafari. And all of that is already embodied through the powers of Marcus Garvey within the UNIA, which make up a good large percent of Rasta stand for, which is the nation building, the back to Africa. Just about everything. When you study Marcus Garvey, you're seeing the nationhood in its fullness.
Dada, the man
we get everything from a nation building, and that is what was replaced out of Rasta for what? God vibes. Exactly. And nothing wrong because the God vibe was there to elevate we to Christ consciousness. But instead of we balance the nation building with the Christ consciousness, it's like we replace the nation building with a look for God and religion, Jesus, and become fanatic with that. And now we're dilapidated and there is no balance within the culture of Rasta. Because there's a struggle, like His Imperial Majesty stated in his speeches, between the material and the spiritual. There is big fight over if Rasta to be a look a bushman in a barefoot as the real Rasta, or if you see a Rasta with just decent, well-groomed, educated. There's still those discrepancies. I go to school.
I pray thee, brother. I pray thee. Out of study, does the I know what Ras itself mean in Amharic?
Yeah, head to be revered, to be respected.
Okay, but then we are talking about Tafari. We're not talking about Ras, because when you go in the translation dictionary where them have seen. As a youth, I would have researched and find this word where you find Rasu R-A-S-U, Rasu, and Raswa, R-A-S-W.
Well, that is a noble. It's coming off of a royal
I pray thee,
salutation as a noble.
I pray thee, brother.
You know, a man of high rank.
I pray thee, brother. I pray thee. We just give that reasoning here. See? In this translation, it says directly, Rasu mean himself and Raswa mean herself. So, directly forward the question now, which part of this word is self? Because if common sense said the who and the what differentiate the masculine and the feminine, then the word ras determines self. So then the question arises, if you're not yourself, who are you? So you see, this is a very spiritual movement. It's deeper than just what we see as dreadlocks and bun ganja and Hail His Imperial Majesty, that you get the title from a spiritual journey. This is a spiritual journey we upon Rastafari. This is my deal with. So knowledge is a part of that, and I give thanks greatly. Say you even forward and say, oh, the man they need to learn secular. Certain man will even comprehend what that word they mean right now. That 2022, and if you say that to certain man, they look at them dumbfounded. What the man talk about? Secular? Who? And he probably some, romantics.
We shouldn't be surprised at that, because our not a community that deprive of education like our own. Rasta, to use the word secular, then if we feel like some most of the people about we are talking about understanding. It's not a bragging right education.
No.
Education is a direction created by a system, the same system we're going to keep in our shot. Mm-hmm. So, you understand me? What secular mean, Rasta?
Alright. We are dealing with the monk lifestyle, no?
Yeah.
Secular just simply mean non-religious. So anything outside of religion is secular.
Non-religious Rasta.
You have the pillars of Rastafari. Rastafari black people call to the spiritual culture of Rastafari. Many is called.
So,
you know?
Rastafari established a way from there. So
secular.
Why the eye them with that belief they're going to do for them thing, for them way, not try to change Rasta from being what it is, who it is. Is that I can't?
Yes, because Rasta, Brady Rasta is still within the development stage.
I pray the king, but the king finish him reasoning, please.
These are fundamentalities of some agents of change, which and I know I said the higher one, but I said these are like the strategy, the style, the approaches. You understand what I say? Hence the reason and the purpose of the distortion and the whole of segregation we're going on in Rastafari today. As the elder them, if some elder consider the thing a certain way, because you are the explanation of religion. Religion was meant to be a set of rules where lead you towards higher spirituality. See?
Truly.
No, nobody never condemn religion and say religion wrong. What we condemn is how Western people push religion and create and the purpose with them. You understand what I mean? The motives behind it and things like that. See? This is where you know, realize that everybody will condemn religion. A lot of people will condemn religion and them sort of thing. They always believe that the devil is real. I'm convinced of that. So evil is right and evil is real. So it's like a subliminal promotion of devilism and a condemnation of religion. Like, a man have a right to it. A guy still have a right to don't believe I want or have nothing to do with it. But a man have a right to him religion because it's a set of principles that lead human beings to connect with them higher spirituality.
Truly.
Yeah, but we see the positive and the negative effects of religion. So we also see the limitations of religion. Religion comes out of spirituality.
Yeah. It's a divine oneness we need.
Yes, I.
Yeah. Yeah, that is a reality. You see me, I say? Yeah, that is a reality. We need more love in the community. You see me, I say? Yeah. We need more love in the community. And we need more practicality. You see, cause we can say a lot of things, and we can articulate a whole heap of things certain way. You see me as a, but it's the action. We need more action. I think from.
All right. I said this before. I want to cut off the general. I
True.
cut off. I'm saying this. See, you see, like we try outline from before, but like the item grasp for I say. You see, governmental policies and the direction of mankind in the world. You have communities, you have democracy, you have Rastafari. Should I call Rastafari first? Rastafari on the resort and the cool with them up. You see, and just reggae music, we have certain little way. Where we still have that, the guy can't take that. You see, policies, governmental policies and direction. Remember, when you check out Bobo Hill, Bobo Hill, the terminology them what Bobo Hill use with its institution, them in Rasta, is political terminologies, The Congress, this and them the thing that you understand what I say? It's not corrupt politics of Babylon and push out there. The standard it done set already. His Majesty set it already. You see, what we now realize is that we have too strong, financially strong and forceful power what we up against. Are we done apartheid in Rasta? And we present black God to the world in Rasta.
Yes, I.
And we know something is wrong. Why we are diminish or not acknowledge the force where Rastafari up against and the influence and instruments and tactics when them use Rasta. That's why if we not hold accountable, the guys them put themselves in a position Rasta make them know so we are aware of these things. Some guy now feel threatened because they feel like a consequence of that because we're intelligent again. We by the Rastafari is not at the community something as far as we're black government.
Yes.
There is no other big
So what is the actual value that we are dealing with? Is it spiritual value or
you know value?
No. My question now, because some man will say the physical value. I don't see the spiritual value.
Everything value.
What's the example His Majesty said? Yeah?
Yes, sir.
His Majesty got the UN. See? Go create for them collective security. For the world see that and how it works and how it can benefit the nation, the world, the nations right across the world. So him touch the world in a filmical way. See, watch out. A politics that are one of the biggest political move, a policy where exists today by any world leader, Rasta. See,
Yes,
so it shows, it proves say politics is a step, is a way, is a necessity. You understand what I say? And His Majesty explained to us say.
Absolutely, politics is a necessity in a Rasta.
So when Rasta political party start in about 2003, 2004, the whole Rasta community never get behind them and vote them in and get them into the houses of parliament.
Yes, because Rasta is lacking the proper marketing and advertisement of any agenda or goal they don't want to put out there.
And education. Because most of the man is who born political party.
They don't have effective communication, so them is out of touch with the people and even other Rastas within that farm. Outside of music, where you hear anything else about Rasta outside of music.
And these are the structure, them little responsibility I ask to explain.
One of the main things with politicking, is campaigning. So where is your budget for campaigning? Where you going to reach the people who want influence?
$50, $20 out of the money come give you every week. That is a hustle, You go there have to get up and do nowhere. You see, so you have some guy where they're satisfied and create too greed and them want to stay in them little cocoon and maintain that little order there or whatever them are functioning right there. So you see, them no want establish or expose the thing.
But also I would say there is ones that position themselves as leaders and elders within Rasta in the various houses, Bobo Shanti, Nyabingi, 12 tribes, etc. So once taking them position, then that responsibility that fall upon for them shoulder to come up with a good proposition to communicate that to the people. Because I personally recommend a census of Rasta reformation. Rasta need reformation and require a census, my lord, calling our Rastas. Come sign on the name on the signature and provide an ID to say when you come under this Rastafari constitution. And when you have a body of people now you can take the necessary steps with government politically because you represent a body of people, a certain number of people representative. So you can present that to the other government bodies across the world, international. So these are fundamentals with communicating government things that is still tripping over each other and guesswork. I know guesswork no need for in it because it's formal for every nation, not just Rastas. Where Rastas are trying to accomplish, many race of people and religion already done that a lot. It's not no rocket science thing where Rastafari it's not rocket science.
In comparison to we Rastafari, this is a different thing because like we said to the brother, it is only going to be in 8 years from now, so the king crown and carinated. So you have to say, not even 100 years as a movement with upon the earth and Rasta. And already reached this state of place where the only location other than Shashaman in Ethiopia, we can say, that our foundation is where we started, Jamaica. So it's a
because we drop the ball, we take the eye off of the ball. Once again, like I said, the whole structure that's set from the UNIA with Marcus Garvey, because a whole seal of Marcus or Garveyites turn Rasta from there coming up. So within that transition from looking to the east with the city king, the crowning of the king, and we get the God consciousness.
Yes, sir.
That now just instead of we continue upon the physical development, economical development, it play over now into who's God and what is God and this God thing, and we not fall asleep on the God meditation and still forget so we need to eat. Let the hungry be fed. The elders cared for. We forget all them things.
King Jah. Love me have to give thanks. And that's the problem we have as a community. We are arguing over a simple conversation when the real work need to be done. Every man got out in business. I can't see nobody again.
Yes, sir. Yes, Mikhail.
Yes, so in those things need to be put in place to address those gaps and things we are lack. We identify it and put the necessary things in place. As simple as that. As the issue arises, you analyze it just like a doctor. Because a doctor will cry same as the physician. So the Black Nation sick, the Rastafari movement sick. You come in, you do analyze up, you see what going on. And like me saying, in my opinion, firstly, we want to sort out who are Rasta. We're not going to get everybody, but we need to get a rough population for know, say, alright, is a 5 million, is a 10 million, is a Rasta. Everything we're going to need, we are going to need statistics and numbers to present. So a census is what we recommend within the Rasta community to sort out who are who, and then within that census you have some sort of principle, constitution where you go along with that, fundamentals of Rasta where everybody can follow. Because even the very identity of what or who is a Rasta, it nowadays is something where is a cause for reasoning.
Yes.
Like my God, we say the God is Haile Selassie, I am the Almighty God. What more people want than that? We still have it. No, he's the great man and he's the this.
Alright, but without digress from the great point where you bring forward this, so that is when we can do certain things like protect little Nzinga King within police station and get trimmed from Babylon boy and chastisement. Because me myself as a youth go through chastisement at Seaford High School at St. Thomas for dreadlocks and all of these things. You see me, I say pestering from the school teacher to the vice principal and all of them and who want to say this and that and have what they want to say. And in England, we never experienced them thing there in a school. You see me, I deal with, you have a certain set of rules what you want to follow, and as a black somebody you can do what you want to do with here, there's no business, you want to cover it, you know, and cover it. Brother, Jamaica is a place where the rule of thumb in Jamaica is a soldier's law. Because if you look on the dress code, where we say we pick in go school in Jamaica, this khaki, it's a soldier uniform, brethren. And this uniform is not designed for dissipate heat from the body. So we have to picnic them and torture them every day and learn this Babylon education. And you know, it's sad to the whole of Jamaica is under this regime, and we as Rastafari can forward together and change them thing there and bring changes within the communities. Because we alone powerful enough we can fix up them thing there, you know, my lad.
Probably. Yeah, boy, I may have to go add still, you know. Remember, say one of the sweetest thing Rasta sing about everything, I'm khaki suit in a family.
Me know that, but linen is one of the nicest material you will ever put on your skin. Tell you that, and it's still coming a khaki. Yeah, ask any man in the 80s when we born about linen, and ask any man about silk too, and then ask yourself about quality of life and high standard, and then ask yourself if you are going to stick to the colonial emperors or empires way of doing things and thinking of way of presenting yourself or elevate above that and find your own way in a life, Rasta. Yeah, straight. Because at the end of the day, you know, I feel with life, you know, and we have to deal with it. One thing we notice a man say change and certain things. No, that you know, say Earth is a place where I have seasons. Yeah, man. 1 minute of summer, next minute of winter. In a Jamaica, it might not so outspoken like back in the day in England, where from November a snow right the way back till end of January when it probably start melt off, and then you get little season cause spring where it just wet and summer come and they actually act, you know. Summer it did act in England for a couple days, at least couple weeks, you know. It never does dry season, so you know. So season Earth is a place where changes naturally in the earth, you know. So as a community we have to understand, say, you know, we say word sound power. And if you are going to observe this thing when you sound, then you know, say sound is a thing where change is a wave. It go up and down, and so as science describe it, if it study it in a simplistic scientific understanding. So we as a community have times when we go through good times and bad times, and have to forward to the balance. Because we say balance before everything, you know. But right now, the thing balance, you know, because we're upon a negative with each other and within the community, and the world at large is in a very negative energy, you know. And it's sad, and we really find a positive way to fix this and move forward and heal, you know.
Yes, I definitely agree. That's why, like I said, personally suggest and recommend within the Rasta Nation a reformation, my lord, because
Yes,
the thing
sir.
has become depleting and downtrodden and get boring out, toxic because of stagnation. So a revitalization is what I and I needed. Everything is still there. Mark Garvey Works is still there. His Imperial Majesties, all the pillars, them is still there. And I, the children, need faith. The old proverb where them say, organize and
One
centralize.
verse.
I know we'll never organize and centralize now. I know we quote it, we sing it, but I know we never really practically, literally organize and
the
centralize as a
organization
Rasta
them
nation.
did there. The organization them did there. What we there do is cuss each other. Cause the Bobo community have them numbers. Now I been if now I
No,
been
but
if
it might be there, but it's not functional in the right way. Because if it's
Because we
there,
don't centralize.
anything will come out and be addressed. It would be addressed formally. Enough of Rasta issues we have is true. We're
True.
not formally identified.
True.
We're not a protected group.
no.
You know, and a lot of that is true. We want to take on the whole world and Rasta rule the world and Rasta save the world, and it's like family. Like we learn how to creep before we can walk. Eh?
Yes,
Like we learn, you know, like we save ourselves, family. Because the better we stronger we is to ourselves, that's how we can be stronger for ourselves and for humanity. A strong Rasta is a strong humanity for the rest of humanity. But if I and I want to take on too much at one time and spread ourselves thin and come become the superhero for the world, and in a reality, we can only put on the pot of the fire. They make it, that is a disconnect from the reality of what we are facing in life as Rasta people.
Organize, centralize, mobilize, study the sciences and the higher sciences and advance your nation.
Yes, I.
And face reality, ground in a reality.
Yes, I.
Ground in a your 9 to 5 job. Ground in a your school where you have to go. Ground talk with your brother and sister and your black history and your culture in Africa. Ground in these things and come out of the cloud God, the spirit God.
True.
And we know say it's a spiritual age, golden age, Aquarius that come through. You know what I'm saying? I know so we are going to go in our spirit naturally. But I and I know ones and ones in the flesh where I see with me 2 eye.
Yes, I.
So we have to balance in this third dimension reality and kind of ease off this super duper different dimension thing when I and I can recognize my brother and sister in front of me.
Is
But
it,
yet me
Gaza?
the pass on super 7 dimension 2021 heaven kind of thing. That I'm free to go in a personal spiritual journey where God begin pan and give that. But the balance is now is recognizing the least of we, the smallest of we. I could not be the breast and balance in that way in terms of how we communicate with each other.
Well,
It's just like a one strong, just not a one strong. You know what I mean? Say you have to look past the look a weaker one.
No.
Yeah, that is the thing. But yeah, certain ones have certain roles to play still, and everyone have to just hold them office at the same time. I think because everybody there, everybody not at the same place. You see me I say?
But we need. I want everybody that said this. It's not gonna be
one page with something.
It has to be fundamental samenism within the thing. I they look a unique thing. I help mash up the thing. Everybody is a unique star. Everybody is a unique God. We need a fundamental samenism. We all out there relate.
But no go so. No unique star or nothing like that. Alright, you know that.
Yeah.
Every day when we read upon man word is a weirdo thing. Everybody for them level of growth or knowledge where them are grow, which is fine. But I need to can see one another identify on the fundamental. And the first one is just see a black somebody. We're black. We're Africa. We're right now. So if you say black, I'm not black. Black is not more, and black I mean nothing. So I'm not black. You have a discussion when you're posting. In comment, if you say black is an issue. If you say Africa, there's an issue. Can everybody identify with even Africa? So there's no fundamental things we need to get start cement, but we don't say and we identify that.
Yes, that is true. Because I is a youth where we say these things. I will say, but hold on there. If Alkebulan is the name we use before Africa, so where him name come from Italy, come do and want to change all Africa in a film name, then why must I identify with this Roman name? So, but it's true, one like I would be educated within that, I would say that within a forum. Yet at the same time, if the greater community is not educated to that level, then is it fair then for the greater community to chastise the one who, when I put in the study, was blessed with that knowledge?
Yeah, so it's just a matter of understanding. And when I even said that there's various things we can talk about or that into the heights of when we study or this that. But I see the best course of action is the fundamental, and the fundamental is the status quo. Just like we attack English and our patois, that is the status quo. Because we know, I know that the average ones know. The ones can come and mark out. The purpose of communication is to communicate effectively. So I burn the so-called the Serapis. I burn the Serapis, the false image of Christ, so they may project up as a savior, which is their Jesus. But I will communicate on a Jesus level to identify with that one, because my own intelligence will show me say I want to refer to a Christ or God, scripture wise or that. So me now go come waste out the whole energy and the fruits of a conversation. For me have to go stop for every time. Oh, you said Lord, I born Lord. Oh, you said God, I born God.
No, but then we have to forward to the consensus Rastafari. And Naya Bingi is a foundation, they don't a consensus. The certain foundation things it put in place long before even I was born. You see me I say, so, I one would have say, how is it possible, say Apple, I make so much billiards in the world of a high Mac and high phone and is I and I forward with I this and I that. So you see, so them lag on for everything and I make money off of everything, but we so slow to even how powerful everything is. So we make everything. And we don't even reckon that it done there already. We're not even if we really discuss it, is just a reality say it needs to be taught. And it cannot be taught.
But like me say, the focus become on a semantics focus versus like me say the real progress and the forward moving kind of thing. Well, just like the king of dance saying when I'm writing to say, like we hard pan each other, you know what I say? A man is just a man basically kind of thing.
Natural.
And a black man and a black woman is just a black man and a black woman. So now for the look of fundamental simplicities we make we identify with each other. This whole spiritual hype, religious hype, all these different kind of hypes, argue with negative returns, even though I want to enlighten to a higher enlightenedness, but it argue with negative returns, especially when we want to move forward as a nation versus as individuals.
Yes.
So there's a hyper-individualism is what we call it.
So then what if the identity then is Rastafari? And no matter if you have color, this and that, but if that will be our solution to moving forward then, and instead of fighting over this and that, what if we can make that be the foundation of this consensus moving forward?
That's what I'm saying. These things start out by analyzing, identifying, and then we come up with that justified fundamental way where everyone can agree and come on. Even with that, maybe you can't go please everybody. No. As long as it is just right, it's forgot true. Because that is the next thing too. We can't wait for everybody in this Rastafari movement.
No.
Rastafari, move forward. We can't wait for the whole world of black nation.
No.
Some now go come and some now go get it. We have to put that now with spike and smoke it. This is not a everybody thing. This is who we know who see, and there's a grace that go along with that. But the ship Backstar line of steel and move forward.
So that's it. Yes, for
a long time this thing set. We know 1930 still not really so long like your reference the brother in terms of time and his imperial majesty and such and such. But a long time who feels it knows it. And a negative returns now me see within the culture. I see less youths growing up and being Rasta. When I see man's is Rasta, them have either white woman. You know what I say? Or if they even have black woman, their children are not Rasta.
Yeah.
You know what I say? So I don't really see a continuation of the culture even for your next generation. When I go to Africa, Ethiopia, man's marry Ethiopian, and it's more to Orthodox. Them children grow up in that. Them not have locks and I say Rasta. And so the distance is, I'm going to wait till the child grow bigger and then make the decision. What? When me say look, Muslim I go through with a hijab that I found them a baby. I carry them Islamic culture. They don't talk about when they count on big. From them a baby a Muslim and I bring them Muhammadan. So why I have to wait as a Rasta? I think I'm good enough.
No, you know, I think that to a Jamaica. That come Jamaica thing, you know, cause you are going. You're a Jamaica.
Hold on, still. Yeah, you know, so we have a few minutes left on the platform. Yeah. See, me do want to get into more callers still. You know, anyone want to really contribute. Honorable Prophet Brian, we give thanks for the high contribution. A long time they have really dep on the platform still, but we are gonna make that official. You see me I say, where you know what I mean is a different type of setting still. Zin. So we give thanks to the high contribution from Earth to Zion. You see me I say, cause I know they are in Ghana right now still. So we give thanks to the high calling in, my lord. Zin.
Yes, Majesty, our strength and power, black strength and power. Big up the two warrior them. Found our defender and love Rastafari. You know, can't go wrong, so continue doing the good and stay up on the defense for the defender of the faith culture. You see, blessed love.
More life,
more love
more
and
joy,
strength.
more
I know say Warka the day I said we yeah, I know him that try to get in something early and yeah, the conversation a flow. So Warka, I know you just make it flow.
I wanna say
yeah.
Rastafari I get bigger every day.
Yeah, man, we are grow same here. Yeah.
See, it's bigger than how it start. Tomorrow it's our bigger. You see, we now go accept say it and get smaller. What we need to observe is structure, where we know say from it's something that is demand of whoever put themselves in position of leadership. See? Fragmentation no work. You have to that's one of your greatest skills as a leader. They can pull people together. People of different nationality. Reggae music already don't do it, you know.
Yes,
reggae music cross borders and threshold and thing like that. You see? So it's impossible. And Rastafari as a movement do it too. See? You see, if more than anything else, would be able to be addressed from a legal perspective as well as from whichever perspective. You see, so that's a part of the thing will affect us today. Hence the reason why we're here talk about leadership. You see, internationally, worldwide, however, you see, like we said, the black struggle is a money making thing. And you have various people who have a latch out from various types, from persuasion with different motives. You see.
And we'll glorify it, you know, and make like feel like them no care and just glorify them. Okay. Yeah, you know, it's not about glorifying negativity of communities, but addressing issues and fixing them. Because you know, the idea we have a next generation forward and more generation. That I don't think we know. We still sound like a picnic. We turn up and I sing Bob Marley song. You understand from some YouTube video and I say you see the powers it's so great. Say it no matter which generation forward. Seeing
yes,
we are grow like a forest. Yes, me idea it is a forest. Sorry, go through.
Yes, honorable, blessed love.
Yes, King, Anna.
My Majesty. Yeah. Me know the idea earlier about.
Yeah, because just a connection, you know.
True.
Kind of probably to the airport I walk up, probably. But give thanks still,
Yes, honorable peace. Yes, Bobo. Yes, are you well?
All is well, give thanks and strength to the devices on the line, give thanks and give thanks for all that is done, my Lord. Just
Bless
praising
it.
the works of all the item on this platform currently and all that is going on within Rastafari to try to dig yourself out of the hole, get the donkey out of the hole.
My lord.
Yeah. We like that one there, man. Praises. Give thanks. It's
Yeah,
come.
man,
Yeah,
me
man.
glorify the item, me glorify it. Yeah, me glorify I for what's going on in the sense of Rasta stepping up. Whether them have turban or whether they don't have turban or whether them dread or whether they don't have dread. The Rasta have Rasta in liberty.
Yeah, thanks.
And it's something that should have been done before tragedy occur. But give thanks for it happening anyway. You understand? Give thanks for it happening anyway. Cause that was Rasta. Before the politics had come in, Rasta was just black people seeking them to find back their own spiritual self. It was by any means necessary and whatever them had. The Bible was the only history book them did have at the time, so them found themselves in the Bible until them grew themselves to the point where them can actually find themselves to the original source of them spirituality. It's like an advancement, in a
Praises.
sense of, you seek your way back out of the maze. You seek yourself, you have try find yourself back home. That is what Rastafari is about. And give thanks for all ones and ones, you know, in the sense of that, living up to what Rastafari pertain to. And in this time, we just have to centralize ourselves within Africa because the West not like we know that long time. The West are really in our way. So I think that the vices them that stand in a leadership form need to more center themselves in Africa or with Africa. Don't mean that we're all gonna pack up and go Africa, but we need to have at least an Africa base in the sense of even if we build an office and you have ones and ones go back and forth and serve time within that office. If a day, 2 day, 3 day, whatever, 5 weeks, 2 year, 1 month, whatever it is, to create a certain sense of pilgrimage going back home to Africa. And I think that's why we have so much problem in the West. We don't focus with efforts on an African interaction. We have focused ourselves on Jamaica. Bobo Shanti, all the HQ them need to be in Africa. So at least the ball is ahead can look to Africa then and say, if you want to see Rastafari headquarters, whatever branch him decide to go amongst, he can say, well, you know what? I forgot to call them man the Africa.
Africa, the for real.
Yeah.
Yes, I understand that. Yes, please. That is powerful. That. Yeah. My lad. That's powerful, Bobo. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Shift.
Yeah. And you will see with enemy them afraid of Africa. Because them so wrapped up within the West that them can't even fathom Africa. So once you focus yourself on Africa, that will be a protection amongst you. Because the reason why so much judgment are going on in even few yard in a Bull Bay, in a Bobo camp, because when the father they tell we to get the passport in a 94, we never listen. If you only pastor or you only pastor or minister, we take the church congregation money and give to him parishioner them, give to the congregation and say, go home Africa and go see where you can build. No other pastor me know do them sitting there to take up offering money and give back to the parishioner them and tell them, say, look, when you go up on a delegation, go and get one go on with that money here. Go and build one little house in Africa and build one little office in Africa, and so we can come over there. You understand? And that him did want. Him never, Prince Emmanuel never want to lay him structure in Jamaica. His mission was to lay him structure in Africa. And we feel him in that. So in the last year, when him realized him structure, him say, yo, me I go check my son Boona. The man then get nervous. What you mean I check? Him say, me no care because I'm there and you not give me no proper word, so me I go home. So right now I see myself where me I go home, me I check Boona. So the man then realized him did that travel. And he tell everybody, say, go get to no passport.
Yeah.
Because when me gone, me can't protect who up here. So just come check me in Africa. Meaning say him knows that judgment and trials and tribulation left way in a Jamaica. As Rasta, because the whole system of Jamaica now set up for we. It's set up for slavery.
My lord.
And all that set up fine is that they're going to remain. Only way that can change is when we establish Africa as a superpower. We can represent black people. That's when Jamaica now can say, why, okay, we have a choice now. White supremacy or black supremacy. But if you don't have that choice in the sense of a tangible representative where you can say, boy, you can look to Africa united, or even one country in Africa united around black nationalism, then you it's just word sound without power.
Well, I
So
pray, I pray
Rasta just
these
have to
still.
just go home. Go through, my lad.
I pray thee because you see through mystical powers we find say we have a powers in our hand we neglect. You know, cause I'm always say so where I go back to Africa go do 'cause if you can't do it in your yard where you don't know you go abroad go do it. You know? So we say we have a mystical powers in our hand right now where we neglect. I mean, no one call no name, but see when I lockdown you start, we get a certain number from my family and say, Mom, give me that man the number because him talk to a woman there and she talk to the bingy them, yeah? I'm call this hygiene and I say, yo, message him on WhatsApp and I say, hygiene, here we are, say no. We need the bingy for knock a certain highway, you know, because right now them boy are going with some foolishness and we need to knock out them energy. The man not carry the message forward, you know. I'm have to put a fire upon him differently still. Come I say, if I say as a youth, we are sending a message to the bingy for rise up and chant on a certain level. Cause as we say, we not centralize. You know, I just every king's coronation and every you know
Celebration business.
yeah, wagwan. I just there's the thing there. Seeing.
But what I find out what I find out from my travels in Africa is an environment where force you to centralize.
See it there.
So even if you never depend them, you know, give you no comfort like how Babylon kind of make you comfort. You know? Babylon don't give you comfort where you could have hide out, you know. Africa don't give you that. Africa force you to central. Yo, me see, when me to Africa, you know, me see 12 tribe and Bingi and Bobo Shanti are rock Bingi together, you know. Not because them did want to. They never had no choice. Because when you to Africa, I know the African them look upon the whole and we as Rasta. They don't know nothing about no Bobo or 12 tribe or Bingi or EWF. They just know the whole and we as Rasta.
One family. The Zulu or Zulu.
They just know say some of we are priest, some of we are warrior, some of we are liar, some of we are administrator. It's like any other community have different.
But do we accept ourselves being in this paradigm and level? No, because someone go burn up, someone say, we go here for Rome and with it.
That's why I say when you're in Africa now, that it forces you to really accept that paradigm.
And you can't go around it.
When you're there in Babylon, you can intellectualize about it. So you have certain little comfort zone.
Hey, we're glad to you touched that point there, you know, because Jamaica is a dangerous situation we in now. Me is a youth.
Oh God, man.
Me is a youth. Man. A breadfruit me used to catch. My brother and best friend teach me to catch breadfruit. In climb the tree and me pit. That I went on 3 and 4 breadfruit I drop one time and not play time, you know. So you see, when we reach England now, I realize how shafty this business is now, because say we even sell them for $20 one or even $50 one. Seeing when you pre-current climate times when the pound are reach at $200, yeah, I really 50 pence we are get for the breadfruit, you know, Rasta. Seeing,
aye.
And when you there in England, you know, a £10 and £15 that I sell up on the market. You know.
Aye.
So we not even say £1 at the market value in England when we are selling breadfruit, you know. But you see, no, so them thing yeah whole we back in Jamaica as a whole, and you know, as me I say, as a strong whole, we can't even really shift the mentality there amongst the youth them to make them realize say, you can't in a poverty in this world, Rasta. It's impossible. Not the way how that system be at work. It's just we not control we own our resources. We not tap into the resources we have around because we just see the fruit no matter per 5 tree every day and I go and like say that are no nothing and that no value. You see me I say the job blessed with the most beautiful plants in our earth and we not no respect with that.
You lick a very good point. True, I'm working on certain areas in a airport and them thing, then we get to meet whole heap of dynamic people from Jamaica and them places. So one time we did meet a brethren where was a big lieutenant in a JDF. You understand me?
Mm-hmm.
And he must show we say, me that ask him say, yo, how come you never really take over the government like Cuba did do and rare. He said, boy, we did do it, Castro did come over and rare. We did plan to take the government to try reset it in a more, Garveyite nationalist way.
Mm-hmm.
But then we meet up at our camp and then we tell the Cuban them say, look, what I gonna do after when we take it and Britain come with them big ship and America come with them big ship to take it back? Them say, boy, we don't know, we can give some support economically and militarily, but we can't do nothing much because we don't know if Big Daddy Russia go really help we to help because basically are black people and that thing the rest.
Yeah.
As Spanish people really run Cuba, and Spaniard people the Cuba have the most red blood, Spaniard blood from Spain more than any other ethnic group in Latin America. So it was ethnically feasible for the Russians to deal with them because they were more European. We have to deal with that, Even though the grassroots population of Cuba is African bloodline, but they have 50% that were of Spaniard bloodline, which is the ruling class. So the man them straight up say, yo, we will help because we don't did help we in a free revolution, but we can't guarantee say Big Daddy I gonna help you.
Yeah.
So it come to the man and say, you know what, we not bother with it, because we just got a suicide mission. So we don't have no Big Daddy, we don't have no superpower where we come and balance out the island economically or militarily, like how Cuba they get help. So it points to the reality that we need a superpower. It's like I think I just even said it. We may not see it in our lifetime, but we will be seen. I just said it so perfectly. But we'll be seen as the pioneers that set the foundation for a superpower Africa. Because without a superpower Africa, Jamaica can never realize itself. Trinidad can never realize itself as a diaspora. Black people globally in Africa and outside of Africa can never realize itself.
Well, I pray
If
thee.
them not go ahead, my lad.
We have 2 minutes. We have 2 minutes we have left on the program. You see me?
The conversation just gets us.
I know I saw it going on. So people have got set up for the next live stream again. You see me?
Yes, I.
Ones can follow us on the Instagram. You see me? There them have the WhatsApp here. We set a group and put most of the item in the group and thing. But we
just give thanks again to the item,
Yes,
great
honorable priest.
And great, great
Majesty.
Yes, honorable priest. More love and strength, my lord. Zin?
Love, my lord, every time. You don't know.
Yeah, man. Rastafari, powers and blessing.
Rastafari.
Majesty, truly.
Yes, God.
Yeah.
Yes, honorable family. Yeah, Negosish, closing thoughts with the eye and thing. You know what I mean? Because we are seal up. Closing thoughts from the eye.
Aye. As a bingy, we say my heart. That's the order of the bingy. 1, 2 order of my heart.
My lord.
It's my heart, And if you see those 42 principles, you have the 42 ideals and the 42 principles, and you realize that is a divine black woman where they govern upon the throne, where His Imperial Majesty govern upon in a fair time. And if we as a community looking upon that and realize that's what we leaders need for there, with that pure heart and mind, in order to be the leaders of our community. And we need to enforce that, to make sure the next generation will go forward with a more spiritually powerful mentality. And if we try to go around and shift around and find excuses, we're not going to find the resolution. So we need to really stop, give yourself excuses and forward to the resolution to make tomorrow a better day. And now is the choice. Today is the time to make the choice. Yes, I. Right, I.
Rastafari. Yes, niggas ish. Give thanks to my lord.
Truly.
Yes, honorable priest. Manners and respect, and give thanks to the strength again.
Love, my lord.
Yes, God.
Honorable, my lord.
Yeah, man. Peace and love, Bobo. Yes, honorable family, alright, that's so this is all we really have time for. We give thanks to the item patient listening and rapid attention. As I said, it was right across the board. And we give thanks to Warwick Isle, who we there with we earlier and thing, and when still a listen and thing. So manners and respect, my brother, give thanks to the strength and the support every time. You don't know. Is a oneness, is a a strength to strength, and we give thanks to the strength and the energy, positive vibe, word sound. You see me I say? Yeah man, and we give thanks to Empress Kalia said we for our early input in the thing, Manners and respect my sister and Honorable Negos Isha with we and